It's tough. It was tough when I was in high school as the mining season and school overlapped a bit, and nobody, including my parents, was too happy.
What just happened to Parker Schnabel is leaving everyone in shock. The young mining star from Gold Rush has faced more ups and downs than most people know. From his teenage years to becoming a fan favorite, Parker's path to success hasn't been smooth. What challenges is Parker dealing with now that could change everything? Let's dive deep into his life to find out the horrible events he's dealing with that will change the show forever. From teen miner to gold leader. There have been countless questions and rumors about Parker's life both on and off the screen. What really happened to Parker Schnabel since his rise to fame? What have been the challenges, triumphs, and changes in his life and career? This article aims to provide an in-depth look at Parker Schnabel's mining path, the challenges he has faced, the rumors surrounding him, and how his career and personal life have evolved since he first appeared on Gold Rush. Before we dive into the truth, it's clear that what's been happening in Parker's life is far more shocking than anyone could have expected, and this is only the beginning of what we'll uncover. Parker Schnabel was born on July 22, 1994, in Haines, Alaska, a small town known for its stunning natural beauty, rugged landscape, and a rich history of mining. For Parker, mining wasn't just a career path he stumbled into later in life. It was something he was born into. His grandfather, John Schnabel, was the owner of Big Nugget Mine, a successful mining operation in Alaska, and a larger-than-life figure in Parker's early years. Growing up around the mine and watching his grandfather run the business, Parker developed a deep connection to the world of gold mining from a very young age. He wasn't just an onlooker either. He was involved in the daily operations from the time he was a child, which gave him a head start in understanding the complexities of the industry. While most kids Parker's age were preoccupied with school, sports, and socializing, Parker was learning how to operate heavy machinery, handle mining logistics, and manage workers. He gained hands-on experience that most people never get in their lifetime. By the time Parker was a teenager, he had already shown a remarkable aptitude for mining, leadership, and decision-making. These qualities would soon set him apart and put him on a unique path. Parker first appeared on Gold Rush when he was just 16 years old. His grandfather, John Schnabel, had already become a fan favorite on the show, and Parker's early appearances were as a member of the Big Nugget Mine team, helping out with the family's mining business. Even at that young age, Parker stood out. He displayed a maturity beyond his years and showed a keen interest in the details of the operation. It became clear to everyone around him, both in real life and on screen, that Parker wasn't just another family member tagging along. He was serious about making a name for himself in the mining world. However, from the beginning, it was clear that Parker was not content with simply being part of his family's business. He had his own vision for success in gold mining, and that vision extended far beyond the boundaries of Big Nugget Mine. As Parker continued to mature, his role in the family mining business grew significantly. One of the most pivotal moments in his early career came when his grandfather handed over control of the Big Nugget Mine to Parker. At just 16 years old, Parker found himself in charge of running an entire gold mining operation, something that would be daunting for someone twice his age, let alone a teenager. The decision to give Parker control wasn't just a family gesture. It was a testament to the trust and confidence his grandfather had in him. John Schnabel saw potential in Parker and believed that, despite his youth, Parker had the skill and determination needed to lead the mine. The responsibility of running Big Nugget Mine was no small feat. Parker suddenly found himself making critical decisions about how to operate the mine, how to manage workers, and how to increase gold production. It was a massive weight on his shoulders, but rather than crumble under the pressure, Parker thrived. He streamlined operations, pushed his team to work harder, and implemented more efficient mining techniques, all while learning how to deal with the unpredictable nature of gold mining. Under Parker's leadership, Big Nugget Mine saw improvements in both productivity and profitability. Of course, this newfound success didn't come without challenges. Gold mining is an industry fraught with uncertainty. Machinery breaks down, weather conditions can be brutal, and finding gold isn't always guaranteed. For Parker, the learning curve was steep, and there were many lessons he had to learn the hard way. Still, his ability to adapt quickly and think strategically allowed him to navigate these challenges with relative success. Parker was about to make a choice that would change everything, taking him beyond his family's business and onto his own path. A bold move into the Klondike. As Parker gained more experience, it became clear that he had ambitions that extended beyond the family business. While he was grateful for the opportunity to run Big Nugget Mine, Parker had his sights set on bigger goals. He wasn't content with simply maintaining his grandfather's legacy. He wanted to build a legacy of his own. In 2012, Parker made one of the biggest and most defining decisions of his career. He decided to break away from Big Nugget Mine and venture out on his own. At just 18 years old, Parker had already gained a considerable amount of experience in gold mining, but starting his own operation was an entirely new challenge. His destination, the Klondike, an area famous for its rich gold deposits and a region steeped in gold mining history. The decision to strike out on his own was a bold move, especially considering his young age and the risks involved, but Parker was determined to carve out his own success. The Klondike is known for its tough conditions, harsh weather, remote terrain, and the constant uncertainty of whether gold will be found. Many seasoned miners have tried and failed in the Klondike, but Parker believed that he had the skills and determination to succeed where others had struggled. With limited resources and only a small crew, Parker set up his own mining operation. Starting from scratch wasn't easy. At the time, Parker didn't have the financial backing or the extensive equipment that some of his competitors had. He had to rent machinery, secure funding, and put together a team, all while learning the ins and outs of managing a large-scale mining operation. But what he lacked in resources, Parker made up for with tenacity, hard work, and the experience he had gained from working at Big Nugget Mine. His first season in the Klondike was a learning experience, full of setbacks and challenges, but Parker's perseverance and ability to adapt allowed him to succeed where many had failed. By the end of his first season in the Klondike, Parker had not only extracted more gold than many experienced miners in the area, but he had also proven to himself and the world that he was capable of running a successful mining operation on his own. His success in the Klondike quickly earned him a reputation as one of the most ambitious and talented young miners in the industry, and it wasn't long before his mining efforts became a central focus of Gold Rush. While Parker's story is often one of success, his path hasn't been without its fair share of struggles and sacrifices. Gold mining is a notoriously difficult and risky business, and Parker has faced numerous challenges throughout his career. Equipment breakdowns, financial pressures, the constant uncertainty of finding gold, and the grueling nature of the job itself have all been part of his experience. One of the biggest challenges Parker has faced is the immense physical and emotional toll that mining takes. Gold mining is not a typical job. It's an all-encompassing lifestyle that demands long hours, constant attention, and an unyielding commitment to success. For Parker, this has meant weeks and months of working in remote locations, often under extreme weather conditions. Mining in the Klondike is especially brutal, with short summers and freezing winters, making the window for productive mining incredibly narrow. The pressure to find enough gold to cover the costs of running a mining operation, and hopefully make a profit, can be overwhelming. The toll of mining isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental as well. The pressure to constantly succeed and meet the high expectations of both the television show and his own business has pushed Parker to his limits on more than one occasion. Fans of Gold Rush have seen moments where Parker's frustration and stress have bubbled to the surface. whether it's dealing with machinery breakdowns, conflicts with crew members, or the constant uncertainty of finding gold. It's clear that, while Parker has a deep passion for mining, the relentless demands of the industry have taken a toll on him over the years. As Parker worked harder for success, he started to feel the effects on his personal life, losing time and connections with others. The price Parker paid for success. Perhaps one of the most significant sacrifices Parker has made is in his personal life. Mining in remote locations for months at a time leaves little room for a personal life, and Parker has been candid about the difficulties of maintaining relationships while pursuing his career. In interviews, he has admitted that his intense focus on mining and success has often left him feeling isolated and disconnected from the people around him. The relentless pursuit of gold has come at the cost of his personal relationships, friendships, and even his mental health at times. However, despite these challenges, Parker has remained dedicated to his career. He's acknowledged the emotional toll that mining takes, but he also sees it as part of the price for success. For Parker, the drive to succeed and push himself further has always outweighed the sacrifices, and he continues to press forward even when the going gets tough. One of the most influential figures in Parker's life was his grandfather, John Schnabel. John wasn't just a successful gold miner, he was also a beloved figure on Gold Rush and a major source of inspiration for Parker. Their relationship was central to both Parker's personal and professional development, and it's clear that John Schnabel played a pivotal role in shaping Parker's approach to mining and life in general. John Schnabel was the owner of Big Nugget Mine, and his wisdom and experience were invaluable to Parker, especially in his early years of mining. Fans of Gold Rush saw the close bond between Parker and his grandfather, and it was clear that John's calm, wise demeanor was a stabilizing force for Parker. Throughout the early seasons of the show, John was a mentor to Parker, offering advice, encouragement, and support as Parker navigated the challenges of running a mining operation. John's influence extended beyond just mining. He taught Parker important life lessons about perseverance, hard work, and the importance of treating others with respect. Sadly, in 2016, John Schnabel passed away at the age of 96. His death was a profound loss for Parker, both personally and professionally. Parker has spoken openly about how much he misses his grandfather's guidance and presence, and it's clear that John's passing left a significant emotional void in Parker's life. In many ways, John Schnabel was the anchor that kept Parker grounded, and his death marked the end of an era for Parker and the entire Schnabel family. Despite the emotional toll of his grandfather's passing, Parker has continued to honor John's legacy by carrying on the values and lessons that John instilled in him. Parker's commitment to hard work, perseverance, and integrity are all reflections of the influence that John had on his life. Even in John's absence, Parker has made it clear that his grandfather's memory remains a central part of his path, both as a miner and as a person. As Gold Rush has grown in popularity over the years, Parker Schnabel's role on the show has become increasingly prominent. When Parker first appeared on the show as a teenager, he was seen as a promising young newcomer, still learning the ropes of the mining industry. However, over the course of the show's many seasons, Parker has emerged as one of the central figures and one of the most successful miners featured on the series. Each season of Gold Rush follows Parker and other miners as they navigate the many challenges of gold mining, from equipment breakdowns to financial pressures to the unpredictability of gold deposits. For Parker, each new season represents an opportunity to push himself further, take on bigger risks, and prove himself as one of the top miners in the business. Fans of the show have watched as Parker has grown from a young, ambitious miner to a seasoned professional, capable of running one of the most productive mining operations in the Klondike. One of the reasons Parker has become such a fan favorite on Gold Rush is his intense work ethic and relentless drive to succeed. Parker isn't the type of person to sit back and let others do the work. He's often found operating machinery, troubleshooting problems, and working long hours alongside his crew. His hands-on approach and dedication to the success of his operation have earned him the respect of both his team and the audience. With more success came new chances, but also challenges that tested Parker's ability to lead and keep moving forward. Big plans for the future. However, Parker's rise to success on Gold Rush hasn't come without its challenges. The pressure to consistently deliver results, both for the show and for his own mining operation, has at times led to moments of frustration and stress. Fans have seen Parker's high expectations sometimes clash with the reality of mining, and there have been instances where tensions with crew members or unforeseen setbacks have caused Parker to lose his temper. Despite these challenges, Parker has continued to push forward, learning from his mistakes and growing as a leader. The success of Gold Rush has also opened up new opportunities for Parker outside of mining. His fame on the show has led to business ventures, speaking engagements, and collaborations with other professionals in the industry. Despite these opportunities, Parker remains focused on his mining career, and it's clear that his love for gold mining is still the driving force in his life. One of the most notable aspects of Parker Schnabel's path on Gold Rush has been his growth as a leader. When he first started out, Parker was a young man trying to prove himself in an industry dominated by older, more experienced miners. Over the years, fans of the show have watched him evolve from an inexperienced teenager into a confident, capable, and strategic leader. Parker's leadership style has always been hands-on. He's not the type to delegate tasks from a distance. He's often found right in the middle of the action, operating heavy machinery, fixing equipment, and working alongside his crew to solve problems. This hands-on approach has earned him the respect of his team, as they see him as someone who's not afraid to get his hands dirty and do the hard work himself. However, Parker's leadership path has also had its ups and downs. In the early seasons of Gold Rush, Parker's intense drive for success often led to moments of frustration, particularly when things didn't go according to plan. There were instances where his perfectionism and high standards clashed with the realities of mining, causing conflicts with crew members or leading to tense situations on the job site. Over time, however, Parker has learned to balance his drive for success with the need to maintain a positive and productive work environment. As Parker has matured, his leadership style has evolved. In recent seasons of Gold Rush, viewers have seen a more reflective and thoughtful side of Parker. He's become more comfortable in his role as a leader, and he's learned to trust his team to handle the day-to-day tasks of running the operation. While he still pushes his crew to work hard and maintain high standards, he's also become more understanding of the challenges they face and more willing to collaborate and listen to their feedback. Parker's growth as a leader is a testament to his ability to learn from his mistakes and continuously improve. He's become a more patient and balanced leader, capable of handling the pressures of running a large-scale mining operation, while still maintaining a focus on success. There's no denying that Parker Schnabel has achieved incredible financial success in the gold mining industry. Over the years, he's mined millions of dollars worth of gold, and his net worth has grown significantly as a result. According to some estimates, Parker's net worth is now in the tens of millions, making him one of the most financially successful miners on Gold Rush. However, despite his financial success, Parker remains focused on pushing himself further and expanding his mining operation. In recent interviews, Parker has hinted at his long-term ambitions, which include growing his business, finding new gold deposits, and continuing to increase efficiency in his mining efforts. He's constantly looking for ways to improve his operation, whether it's investing in better equipment, hiring skilled workers, or exploring new mining opportunities. Parker's future ambitions extend beyond just mining, too. His success on Gold Rush has opened up doors for him in other areas, and he's expressed interest in diversifying his investments and exploring new business ventures. Whether it's real estate, technology, or other industries, Parker has shown that he's willing to take risks and pursue new challenges. Is Parker Schnabel's recent struggle just a bump in the road, or is there something bigger happening behind the scenes? Let us know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.